Okay, so it's next day. I don't know where we left off. We'll give you a little bit of a recap. Uh, I spent all day on it basically yesterday. When I wasn't actually physically working on it, I was sat on my computer trying to find solutions to the problem. Pretty much with no code reading ability. I mean, I've got auto maxi scan, and it reads most things. It's not picking out any codes at all. I did at one time get a speed circuit, something to do with a loss of the signal from there, which I was like, aha, a little bit. Went and changed the sensor for the old sensor out the old box in the gearbox. Made absolutely no difference. I then started pulling back all the casing to the wiring. So I've been chasing back through wiring harness. Now I found one little grey wire that goes in that big fat harness that goes over the gearbox, and it did have a broken wire in there. So I've cut and repaired that, and still no different. I can't find anybody on the internet who's got exactly the same issue either. I've got people that have got absolutely no throttle at all. There's people that will rev to 2,500 and then it dies. Martin's is funny. It's revving to 1,100 and that's it. It's like wumba, 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 and that's it. That's with your foot flat on the floor. I've tried bypassing the boost solenoid by disconnecting it and wiring the pipes together with a little T-piece. That way I use a little T-piece so then I can have vacuum or lose vacuum, or it made no difference either way. Pretty much I'm stuck. I'm stuck without no computer to give me clues as to where to look. There's pretty much not a lot I can do other than randomly change parts, well, basically sensors, and hope that one works. That's not the correct way to do it, but this might end up having to be the way to do it. I'm gonna have a word with Fat Rick, see if I can borrow. He's got the Big Daddy Autel scanner. See if he might lend me that for a fucking hour this morning. He probably won't because he's a business and he probably won't want to leave it out of his sight. But I can't get this van to him, so yeah, try that. I think see if that comes up with any codes. See if we'll get any more luck there. If not, we got a TPS sensor on the throttle, could be an issue. The EGR valve's disconnected already. I've tried unplugging the MAF, but it didn't do anything different. But it could still be a MAF issue. They also can come up and not cause a light on the dash. I've cleaned out all the blue plug and everything under the fuse box. This morning, I'm taking the ECU out. I'm going out there in about 2 minutes time. I'm taking the ECU out and I'm checking all the plugs and the wiring to that. Then I might even open up the ECU and check there's no oil contamination or something inside or anything quite obviously burnt out, because I'm starting to clutch at straws now. So I don't know. I'm stumped. Like I say, I'm stumped. What time I didn't spend actually fixing it yesterday. I was on the computer trying to find problems, people saying things. No luck. No luck at all. This is a truly strange one. A truly strange one. Oh, boss, just banged me on the bonnet. Anyway, right, that's the blue plug I was talking about. It all appears there was a little bit of corrosion to one pin. But other than that, it all seems to be really good. This is the other plug that I found in there. It was described on the internet as brown. I'm not colourblind, that's definitely green. But anyway, I've checked all these fuses are good. I've checked all these relays, they all appear to be working. I've checked them fuses are good. Map sensor, 70 quid for a new one of them. And I'm not entirely sure that that's going to be the issue. This pipe either does go to the throttle body. Maybe this is clogged up. Maybe it's not getting the right signal from, well, it's not even the throttle body, is it? It's the intake, because that goes on a nipple around here somewhere. Maybe that's choked up with a bit of shit from the EGR valve. because it is an oily old bitch, this one, so maybe that's an issue. I might have to go and try that one. Yeah, maybe I should try that first before whipping this ECU out, because the ECU is somewhere in here. And then I can see a bolt here, bolt there, bolt holding the on and that there, and then I think it sort of comes apart. There might be another one down the bottom there. I don't know. We're going to have to figure this out as we go along. But yeah, I think I'm going to check that pipe first, actually, now I've thought about it. Okay, so after a lot of swearing and arsing about, and I got it out. The pins don't appear to be massively corroded. There is some corrosion on them. I can see it better now I've got the camera on it. So I'm going to take my little nail file and clean all them up. Don't know if we're going to go as far as taking it apart and going inside. I'll figure that out in a minute. Let me put that somewhere it's not going to fall. There. Right, so the plan was I wanted to check all these plugs and wiring and etc. down here. So now that's my next poor business. I'm trying to look for corrosion, water damage, fraying, split bits of fucking wire, whatever. Hoping to find something like blatantly obvious staring me in the face. Otherwise, it's going to be clean the ECU, put it all back together again, hope that it works. And if it doesn't, we're on to randomly replacing parts that it might not need. Found this. I don't know what this is. It was down in this corner somewhere. Maybe this is something to do with it. Looks like it hasn't been plugged in for a while, mind. So maybe not. And the last person who worked on it broke his arm. But it's one wire. Never mind. I'll fix that. Right. So I've cleaned up these connections. They're looking a lot better now. I'm going to give another spray with contact cleaner. I did just unbolt it with the intention of taking it apart, but it's not sounding like it wants to come apart. It's sounding like stuff's going to break. So I'm going to have to sack that off as a bad idea, because I don't want to damage anything. So I'm going to clean out these plugs one more time. Then I'm going to clean out their connectors, which are down there. Let them dry out, plug them on and off a few times, and then start reassembling, and hopefully it's going to work. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to see if Factory's going to lend me his computer. Otherwise I'm going to have to tell Martin, well, we're stuck. There's not a lot we can do. So let's crack on. Okay, so we're leaving this one here for the minute because I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I went to my mate Fat Rick's and I borrowed his all singing, all dancing, hotel fucking tablet thing. And I scanned it and I got 15 codes from it. When I cleared and rescanned again, we only got one code that came back, which was a random no signal from electronic braking system, something like that anyway, control module. I've been and I've cleaned the plug, I've checked the wiring visually and I can't find anything actually wrong with it, and the plug actually looked clean before I cleaned it. So it's still not doing it, it's not doing the same thing. Just won't rev, just keeps doing a boom ba boom ba boom ba. It won't have none of it. I'm really clutching at straws now. What I've said to the owner is if he goes and gets a load of sensors or whatever off a scrap van, MAF, boost, map sensor, etc., then we can randomly start changing parts and seeing if that fixes his problem. But I've told him that's not my preferred method of working, and I don't think that that's going to fix it either. I think he's going to need an auto electrician. So we're sort of stumped here. So I'm going to call this an end to this video here. If anybody has any experience with these or has any idea what the score is Georgie does, drop me a comment in the bottom, because I could really do with an hand here, because I'm really fucking struggling. He needs his van badly, and yeah, you can't afford another one, so we need to get this one running. So that'd be really helpful if you know what you're on about and you've seen this problem before and you can tell me a definite fix or even point me in the right direction. Drop me a comment. Till next time, cheers.